And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's wisdom: let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 666. This is the big promise in Revelation. The mark of the beast, the Antichrist system, and the Antichrist religion. There will be a couple of things hitting, and the things that I want to talk about today is just one step closer with the UFOs, and then also what's going on in, I believe, Europe right now, or I know it's Australia. Australia is interesting. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen Minority Report, or at least know about it. And then when we read Revelation chapter 13 going into 14, we know that there's a beast system. There's a system. No man, rich or poor, might buy or sell. Oh, shit. Unless he has the mark of the beast. So no man, rich or poor, or anything will be able to buy or sell, unless you have the mark of the beast. Now, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to the news the way that I am. I don't really watch the news too much, but there are some interesting things that I catch. But what I do to pay attention to the news, dang, that car just came flying around, almost hit me. Good, I need an insurance payout. And what I do to watch the news is I read scripture. I read Revelation, and I see the things that are going on and taking place. So how do they relate with prophecy? How do they relate to what Jesus is going to do? Because whatever man is going to do, it doesn't matter either way. It really, truly doesn't matter, because it's going to happen. God tells us this. Now, what Jesus is going to do is come back, and every knee will bow. We know this. We see this. Dang, everyone's just in a hurry today. It's crazy. But what's going on in Australia? So let me start with this, and then this might actually make the whole drone situation, it might clear up the reason why. Shit, man. I'm supposed to be at work at 10 to help out. That sucks. Oh well. But what's going on in Australia is they're passing this Child Protection Act. And I'm sure maybe some people have heard about it or not. But you know, they're the wild, wild west out there. It's crazy with some things they want to do to protect things, other things they want to not protect things. But what's going on, and I believe they call it their parliament or something, but they want to require anyone who is younger than or they want to prevent anyone who's younger than 16 from the internet. If you're 16 years old or under, or maybe just under 16 years old, you cannot be on the internet. You can't, let's turn this gain up just a little bit for you guys. You can't participate in the internet. You can't have a social media. You can't have nothing. Right? And this is why I tell you guys, evil usually comes in the form or the package presented to us as good. Well, we know that everyone who is on the internet pretty much is addicted to sexual mischievousness and whatnot, and looks at that stuff. So this would seem like a good idea, right? Verify that people are under that are under 16. and then just block them from the internet. So that's it. Block them from social media, block them from everything on there. People that are younger than 16 can't be on there. This seems like a really, really good thing, right? Except when you start thinking about, all right, well, what does this mean? How are you going to prove that you're, or how are you going to tell that you're a minor, that you're under 16, that you can't be part of the internet? Or how are you going to tell that you are above that age? So, how that's going to happen is identification. You're going to have to go online. They're going to take a picture of your driver's license, and you're going to be, given all that information, or the option to actually use that information. So they're going to verify it. Then when you look at all the drones that are flying over here, it was the US government that released it, right? But think of Minority Report. How are you going to usher in a society that's monitored by the government with, UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles? First, you have to pass legislation to let people know that you're monitoring for peace and safety before destruction. Just look at the Patriot Act. When you think about what happened there, it's not too surprising now, is it? We needed peace and safety from the Tao people, right? So we got rid of all our rights, even though it was set up by the United States government, and it wasn't us, or it wasn't them, so it's just very, very interesting. So with this whole internet digital thing, we're going to be doing it as well too. Donald Trump is coming in, everyone is ushering him, and this is the thing, right, is evil comes in a package that is wrapped like good. It comes looking like a package for good. And what people don't understand is we're getting rid of our rights right in front of us. So when this digital ID comes out for verification, then there's nothing that we're going to be able to do about it. You're going to... What is this guy doing? This guy's got a major problem. Being a pain in the butt. Wants to tailgate, all speeding all crazy like. That's what music does to you. You guys probably jamming out to music. But when you get rid of your rights, the government then is in control of all your rights, and you don't have a say. But it always starts with peace and safety. And then you lose your rights. You lose your freedoms. And that's what we're going to right now. So look at Australia. Look at Europe. And then look at us. Australia and Europe. They want to... Cool. This trucker let me in. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. So Australia and Europe. Let's see if that'll help. There we go. That's better. They want to protect the children by denying them the privilege of being online. Now, that is a good thing. That is a good thing. But that's something that parents should do. If you're a good parent, you should keep your children off the internet. Most parents aren't good parents. Most parents are pieces of crap. Most parents aren't worth a salt. That's it. Most parents don't truly care about what's going on in their child's life. Most parents, and this is why most parents put their children in public school system. This is why most parents, trust their children with anyone that's going around the world. Oh, you look like a good person. Go ahead, watch my son, watch my daughter. Oh, wow, they got molested. I'm so surprised. That's crazy. It's the craziest thing in the world. I would have never assumed that the person that I don't even freaking know is going to do that. Just because it comes in the disguise of, en name of the Padre y Espíritu Santo. So stupid. People actually read their Bibles and understand what's going on and what to do and what not to do, right? But people actually read the Bible for what it is, but not many people are truly born again. When you're truly born again, you understand that everyone is evil. Every single person is evil. There is not one good person ever that you're looking at. Just because that mother trucker has a smile on his face doesn't mean he's a good person. He's an evil, wicked person. She is a wicked, evil person just because there's a smile on that stupid, cute package, right? So having an understanding about that, and then understanding that you're not even close to being a good person until you get salvation, until you get born again. That's the major thing, right? Is you're not anywhere close to being a good person unless you're born again. So to trust the world with things, trust in man to save your life, to save your soul, to save this country, to save any other country, it's crazy. It's crazy because I rag on Christians a lot because a lot of Christians, they hang on to whatever denomination they want to be because they're not real Christian, or they're just lost. That's the kind of the crappy part, is I believe there's real Christians in the church as well too, but a lot of them are lost. So there's no one going to save us. There is no one that can save us other than Jesus Christ. But if you already have that salvation, then there's nothing that you're looking for other than Jesus to come back. Dude, what is up with these people? This is a Mercedes guy. Just creeping into the lane. Like it don't matter. These people are crazy. Anyways, can't wait to be out of the city. I hate the city. But no one's going to save us. The Savior is already coming back whenever the appointed time is. But these things lead into just what Minority Report says. Minority Report shows us a little bit of a clearer image of what God meant by no man might buy or sell unless they have the mark of the beast. So what's going to happen when you have digital ID, right? I think there was a couple of places too that even wanted to get rid of digital ID, or get into just digital ID, not even have a physical ID. So when you have digital ID, then you're able to be monitored more. It's not the end of the world. The digital ID isn't the mark of the beast, but you're giving up a lot more freedoms. You're giving up a lot more things to daddy government, and that's it. So when you have that paired with the drones, I told my wife about this. This is why I recorded the video. Recorded a video on my phone of I saw the overarching plan is scare the U.S. and hey, there might actually have been nuclear stuff that was stolen. That is a possibility. There's been a lot of stuff stolen from our bases, but has it been stolen or has it been stolen, you know. That's a very interesting one to always ask, because I don't think things are stolen. I think they're stolen. So that's an interesting one. So that stuff might have actually happened, right? But either way, could have been staged with a dual purpose or a triple purpose as well too. Whatever that may be, we'll probably never know. But the main purpose, not the main purpose, one of the second or third purposes actually worked on the United States citizens. You have half the population believing that it was aliens. You have half the population not trusting the government, knowing that it's some type of government thing. So what's the solution? Security. Make more drones. Make it a common thing to fly drones by the trusted servants of our law. Just because they're sworn officers. Not like sworn officers haven't, diddled women on the side of the road that were ladies of the night, that were Jezebels. It's not like officers in New York are 100% trustworthy because, you give them a gram of some white that they won't turn the other way. Or the officers where you tell them, nah, I'm not going to say anything. It's my right to shut up. And anything can and will be used against me, so I'm just not going to say anything. Then they get mad, and then they want to say, well, why are you acting so suspicious? Because you know your rights. I mean, these are the trusted officials. These are the trusted officials. Come on, cops are just paid dogs to sniff out anything. They get paid to find crap. They don't get paid to help citizens. I mean, yeah, some cops do help people, but their main job is to put people in handcuffs and take them to the man-made prisons that earn money, that take money out of your tax dollars, even though they're privately funded institutions. So that's it. So with these drones going around, now they can just start surveilling people. AI is already implemented, so now they just need to, pass legislation to put AI facial recognition that is commercial grade into commercial grade things for the police. It doesn't have to be top secret for the United States government anymore. They can start releasing a little bit of that stuff out now. And then with the cameras on the road, and then also with these ultraviolet street lights as well too. Everyone is, being set up. The box is being laid. And then digital ID comes around. Now you can't go here and pay for anything. You can't buy that. You can't sell that. You're not supposed to have this much food. You've already eaten your food ration. Your electricity is cut off. You've used too much electricity because global warming. And don't think about escaping because all the roads are monitored. We know where you're going. We have our drones flying about. We can follow you, we can track you. If you want to put you on house arrest, we're going to put you on house arrest. And then Elon Musk robots are coming along. People are going to buy those and supplement most of the R&D to manufacture them, even though the government has given Elon Musk all this money to manufacture them for the United States government. It's funny, people don't see that they're getting United States defense funding equipment paid for by the United States through Elon Musk. So they're going cheap as possible, which is funny. And people don't see that. Elon Musk is creating the image of the future and making people pay for it and giving them crap. Because Elon Musk understands that as long as you just talk intellectually stupid, then people will fall for anything. These stupid Mark Friedman type of people where, they just dress up in a suit, try to philosophize everything. You wrap that up in a package and sell it to people. And that's what Tesla really is. you know. And the funny part, though, too, is people are going to buy these Teslas and, you know, wonder why they have to charge so much when they're seeing drones literally fly for 48 hours without recharging. Very interesting. You know, the government is showing their technology without showing their technology. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. From just watching those drones, you can see how much actual advancements the U.S. military has compared to the commercial market. And it just goes to state that we are still light years behind, and we always will be. Don't ever forget, whatever we have here in the world, this used to be a common saying, but whatever we have here in the world is at least 20, 30 years behind the government. And then that's also about 10 to 15, 20 years behind the secret government. So, and then the best way to find out where your hidden tax dollars are going is look at all the projects that were just not funded anymore because lack of results, and then go on the government funding and see all these hammers and different things, how much they were priced for. All of that money is going to funding these projects that didn't have conclusive results, so it was a waste of time. Anything the government says was a waste of time is probably something that you should put more time into researching if you like researching that stuff. You'll come up with a lot of different interesting things. Anyways, how do we get on this? We're talking about ID identification, mark of the beast. Oh yeah, you won't be able to buy or sell unless you take the mark of the beast, right? So that's going to be in the right hand or in the or on the forehead. So when we have children and they're given these portal devices, like the one I'm recording this video on for the YouTubes, then they're gonna have to, oh dang, I didn't lock my doors. There we go. Now I'm safe. Woo, I'm safe. Then they're not gonna be able to get on their phone unless they prove their age, right? Which is a good thing, but it takes away your own rights and your own freedom. So I'm actually not for it. I'm for parents, do your job. Don't let your child have a cell phone. What does your kid need a cell phone for? You know, I mean, they can barely even wipe their butt to go to the bathroom. Don't give them a cell phone. You know, we don't give cars to 10-year-olds. So why would you put drugs in the hand of a kid unless you're actually there doing something with them, right? Communicate with another parent. Call another parent. Call your family. Use a phone like it was meant to be used. Telecommunications. Do it. Don't let them on the internet. Or at least supervise them, you know? But either way, you know, we got to get rid of our rights one way or another. And that's how to do it. So, thinking about Revelation, thinking about these drones, I just found it really, really funny that I believe it was the mayor of New Jersey came out a few days ago and started calling for legislation to increase funding in the police, for the police force, to develop drones, to also take drones down. And to be alerted and notified of every single drone activity. Not just from the government, right? But from private people. That's really what they're shooting for. All these police agencies, they already knew. And the ones that didn't know, they don't matter. They just don't matter. Just realize that even the government sees police agencies as a joke. You know, they do their job as good little tiny lapdogs, but it doesn't really matter for what they have going on. So no one's going to listen to that little department. No one's even listening to the big department, so why tell them really anything? Who cares? A lot of the government looks at private police force, by the state as just a waste of time and insignificant. They have their purpose, they do their job, but insignificant. So, either way, say goodbye to our rights. Our rights are going away. That's something to be joyful of, right? Is yes, daddy, govern me harder. That's the phrase. That's the phrase. Because remember, we have a strong president coming in now that is no nonsense. That he even said between him and China could solve all the world's problems. Looks like they don't want me to turn right. They don't want me to use this lane and turn right. It's the earliest I've been at work in a long time. It's gonna be a long day though. 10 to 9:30, something like that, working on jewelry. So, but it's just like that song, like the song goes, work is never over, master's got me working, someday master set me free. Nah, they won't at all, because they need us to work. They need us to stay busy, so that way we're not staying busy on what they're doing. It's a big hush, hush, no, don't say nothing. So remember, the governments tell you everything they're going to do before they actually do it. If you go onto their websites, just browse around every once in a while. And then when you see crazy stuff happening, right? And the government doesn't know, the government knows. The government knows. When did people start believing the government? That's the weird part. Is after all of this stuff, all this hokey pokey that's been going on, people are believing the government. The government's saying, "Oh, I don't know what these drones are. I don't know what these flying things are above our space." I guarantee you, go take a private drone and go fly it over a military base. See how long that drone lasts. Also, see how long you got your freedom. I'll write you a letter in prison. Actually, I probably won't. I don't want the government knowing. Anyways. You're like, who's this dude writing this dude that flew over the base? No, I enjoy my freedom too. But, that's just the truth, right? Is go fly a drone over a base. If you really believe the government doesn't know, go fly a drone over the base. I mean, private drones that we could build. I've been building drones for years, and I could build something that lasts for right around 48 hours. It wouldn't be cheap. Definitely wouldn't be cheap, but you could do it. Now, up to their capabilities, no, they got a lot more advanced technology. So, but I think I could probably build something for 48 hours. It would take recharging and stuff, but I don't know. There's a lot of technology the government has, and there's a lot of technology in the public sector as well too. If you just search for it, and you have the money to buy it. So, I just wonder when people started believing the government, when the government says, no, we don't know what these drones are doing. We don't even know where they're from and where they're coming from. Really? That's believable? That's believable? That's interesting. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. If you guys have families, spend time with your families. If you guys have children, spend time with your children. Other than that, you guys stay sexy. Laters.